Welcome to our community. Susie Thomas with you this morning. Always a joy to welcome Faith Barbado from Community Harvest, which is now under the umbrella of the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank. Good morning.
Good morning. Always a pleasure to be with you, Susie. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we are always glad to see what you're doing. You're always a very busy woman. And this time of year, we're talking about harvest right now. Speaking of Community Harvest, and it's a time where we celebrate such abundance and such blessing. And not everybody is in that boat. Talk about the need right now and hunger in our area.
Right.
And for those who are not.
We started off our harvest season, so to speak, in September. We had two major fundraisers. We had our 7th annual Harvest Moon Run, thanks to Varian Orchards for sponsoring that beautiful venue, and our 17th annual Stark County Medical Society golf outing for Community Harvest, raising over $23,000, which will provide 100,000 meals, which is a great way to get us started for our holiday campaign. I mean, if you think about like a hot meal program or a pantry, it's so important that they are in existence year-round, right? Hunger is 24/7, 365 days a week. But when the holidays approach, there's a belief and an understanding amongst, I'm sure, all of your listeners and everyone that everyone deserves a special meal.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So with 1 in 5 children in your service area and 1 in 7 individuals struggling with hunger, we do a lot in this time of year to ramp up for the holidays so that we can ensure that we have enough food to provide for our network that then in turn provides food for those in need this holiday.
Well, one thing that you just said is astounding. You said $23,000 raised is going to buy over $100,000 worth of food. How do you do that?
Well, because the food bank can leverage our relationship with Feeding America, and that oversees our network throughout the country. There's 200 food banks overseen by Feeding America. We can use them to get more food for less. So for every $1 donated, that results in 4 meals for those in our service area.
That's amazing. So 23,000 is 100,000 meals 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just because of the relationships that you've built.
Yeah, Feeding America is the strongest hunger relief network in the entire country, and they do a great job at leveraging their relationships with wholesalers and in government provided food to make sure that across the country, throughout the year, people have enough food to eat. But when the holidays approach us, it's a challenging time.
Yeah. So you've got some special things going on for the holidays. Let us know what they are, how we can participate.
There is so much going on. I hope I don't miss any of them. My favorite, do you shop on Cyber Monday at all,
Oh,
Susan?
gosh, I do. I start the Thursday before and continue.
Right? And then
Yes.
you put it in your cart so you're ready to go on Monday. So
right.
my favorite one on Cyber Monday, I'm online too. That's when I get all of my shopping done. Cyber Monday is November 26th this year. Mm-hmm. For every $1 donated, to speak to your point, a friend of the food bank is going to match that. So for every $1, we can provide 8 meals.
My goodness. That's crazy.
Yeah, so you're online shopping anyhow. Just flip it over, go to the food bank website, and make a donation, and knowing that you're doubling your impact. So that's a very popular day for us.
Is that in addition to Giving Tuesday? Do you have Giving Tuesday going on at the same time?
Good segue. Almost like you can read my mind. We do have a special event new this year. It's called Dine Out on Giving Tuesday, which is November 27th. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner. All participating locations that participate into Dine to Donate will donate 5% or whatever they want to. They asked us, all of the restaurants participating, what would you like to receive? Of course, 5% we thought would be a good amount, but we anticipate that some restaurants will donate 25, 30%. But
yes.
Just know that when you donate or dine at any of the restaurants participating in our program, at least 5% will go to the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank.
Oh, my goodness. And a great excuse to eat out then.
Yeah, so for the restaurants listening too, it's available on our website right now at the akroncantonfoodbank.org. And people are signing up pretty quickly. So it reminds me of what schools do in the area. Mm-hmm. Dine for your local school, take a flyer. But we're going to promote this pretty big, and all of the restaurants will be on our website soon.
Since we'll be so exhausted from shopping online, it'll be, a nice way to just go and have dinner out and continue to give.
I love it. Yep, exactly.
That's awesome. Other things happening for the holidays?
We do have quite a few more coming up. So Community Harvest, as you mentioned earlier, we're a program of the Akron-Kent Regional Food Bank now. We have a fun guest bartending event at the Pop-Up Christmas Bar. Have you been there?
I have not.
It is amazing. The owners, Scott and Kim Shapiro, do such a wonderful job with all of their different pop-ups. But the Christmas Bar has been a traditional popular one. Again, when you're out shopping, you can stop by the Christmas Bar and make a donation to Community Harvest. A certain percentage of the food sales will go to Community Harvest. We always have a giving tree. You pay $10 or $20 for an envelope, and you're guaranteed to get the same amount back. So if you pay $10, you'll get at least a $10 gift certificate. If you pay $20, you'll get at least a $20 gift certificate at a donated establishment in Stark County. And we have some up there that are valued over $100. So super fun. We generally raise quite a bit of money for Community Harvest. And of course, that stays here locally in Stark County for our hot meal programs.
Where is that located?
It's the Christmas Bar. It's next to TD's Tailgate on Tuscarora Street.
Okay. All right.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
That's a new one. Okay. What else?
We have so much more. And then on Friday of that week, December 7th, the Food Bank is partnering with iHeartMedia for their annual Long Haul Against Hunger Radiothon. So throughout the day on December 7th, they will be remotely broadcasting from different locations. I know we typically have semi-trucks available to pick up prepared food, canned goods. You can bring it to those locations, and of course, your monetary donations. That's where we can really stretch the dollars to get more with every $1 bringing in 4 meals.
What do you look like? So just in case we're out and about and we're driving around and we see some big truck that looks like what, then we know that we can stop and make a donation?
Yeah, absolutely. I know we had it at Giant Eagle in North Canton last year, so I would say stay tuned to our website. Again, it's the akroncantonfoodbank.org. /long haul to be a little bit more specific. And it will have the locations on there. And when you're going out and doing more Christmas shopping or holiday shopping, you can stop at one of the 2 locations that they have and either make a monetary donation or drop off some canned goods.
Sounds great. More because, we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas all coming up here. And it does give you just this feeling of, we're enjoying this so much. We want to share. You just want to share. What else can we do?
We do have one more. And I will say in 2017, the holiday campaign and all of the events that we had during that time frame actually provided more than 3.2 million meals. So this is a critical time. If you're out and about and you hear any of these events, I really encourage you to participate. One of my least favorite events, and I'll tell you why.
Least favorite, all at the same time?
Favorite, least favorite. Okay. I like to be warm.
Yeah.
So this event is so much fun for me to watch people come out. They will run in their Santa shorts and limited clothing, and it baffles me because I am 65 degrees plus for golfing or anything in my life, right?
Absolutely, so, yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, the Selfless Elf 5K is on Saturday, December 22nd at the Food Bank. The race starts at 8 a.m. They do a 3.1 course, of course, with it being a 5K, and it starts and finishes at the Food Bank. But, it's pretty cold, I'm thinking, around December 22nd. And
yes, it is.
Last year was no exception, but this event generally draws 1,500 plus runners willing to run in the cold weather to help make an impact in our community. So it's so much fun to watch.
Well, you really have to admire them and their dedication and their heart, but they've got to be a little crazy, don't you think? Who is going to say, yeah, sure, I'll run in my skivvies?
Well, I can promote this event to help the Food Bank because I'm on the inside with my hot chocolate handing out T-shirts. Right. So for that reason, I'm usually pretty warm, but it's fun to watch the people come in and how they're dressed. So some people will dress as elves. I have seen Santa Clauses, of course, reindeers, and just it's so much fun.
Okay, so they're dressed. It's not like a polar bear plunge or something like that.
You always have a few of those crazy people that decide to do it without a lot of clothes.
Yeah. Okay, but dressed like something, like an elf or something.
A lot of them do get festive with it, and then part of the promotion for the Selfless Elf is the Food Bank gives out socks. So they've had various colors, but they're elf socks, and it's a lot of fun to see what color you're going to get. I have not heard the color code for this year, but I think that's part of the draw for people to come out and see what they're going to get.
The operative word there being selfless. We're doing this to help others.
Absolutely.
Well, that's very,
I love
very
that.
cool. How do people sign up and get involved with that in case they'd like to?
Well, of course, I have information here, but the best way to register is online at selflesself.com.
Oh, it's got its own thing?
It has its
Whoa,
own thing.
my gosh, okay.
I want to say,
wow.
I'm new to the merger with the food bank, but I want to say this is their 6th year doing this event. Wow. So much fun.
There's always something that I learn every single day that I sit in this chair. That something that I had no idea was happening, and that is one of them. That's amazing. Let's talk about the merger a little bit, unless you have more things happening through the
I
fall.
think
Okay.
we wrapped up the holiday campaign.
Pretty good.
A lot
All
of
right.
options for your listeners to participate in.
So many. All right. Yes, we got through it. But I want to talk about the merger a little more. Explain so we can understand a little bit about what Community Harvest does, where that fits into Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank, maybe plans for the future. What's happening?
Well, okay. So Community Harvest was founded in 1989, and they were founded as a hot meal program and shelter supporter. So the food that Community Harvest focuses on is prepared and perishable food. So short shelf. That's a hard one to say. Short shelf life. Say that 7 times fast. So we have a refrigerated truck. We go out to over 130 non-duplicated restaurants, caterers, grocery stores. We pick up that food and deliver it to 32 community-based shelters and hot meal programs in Stark County. So it's very specific in 2 regards. Stark County only and prepared and perishable food. The food bank is the largest charitable response to hunger in an 8-county service area. So they service Summit, Stark, Medina, Wayne, Tuscarawas, Portage, Holmes, and Carroll counties. I think I got that right. But they provide a little bit of everything. The shelf-stable food, government subsidized food, refrigerated food, anything that you can think of. So think like the funnel. They're at the top of the funnel, providing the service to 8 counties. And Community Harvest has this niche with the prepared food. Since the merger, we've expanded food rescue to 7 days a week. And we are already adding new restaurants and caterers and new grocery stores that want to participate in this prepared food rescue piece. It's been really exciting. We've actually seen a 10% increase in overall food donated since last year, with this largely in part due to the merger.
So awesome. So somebody might be listening and they've got, they own a restaurant and they would like to participate. And, rather than things go to waste, you'd rather feed someone who's hungry. What do they do?
Well, we have three options, really. We have all different types of food donors. So the first one is the one that I would call a regular food donor. Like Olive Garden is a great food donor of our program. They donate 4 days a week. They can expect our volunteers to be at their location within a 30-minute time frame to pick up the food. And we have about 120 to 130 of those types of folks. The second one would be usually caterers in the area. They know that they will have excess food, but they can't commit to the same time or same day each week because they don't know when their events will fall.
Sure.
So if I can give a shout out to St. Angelo Catering.
Absolutely.
I don't know if Tim's listening, and Emil's Catering. A lot of the caterers will call and they'll leave a message on the answer machine. We'll have food for you to pick up tomorrow. And my volunteers are Johnny on the spot. They know them, and they'll go ahead and add it to the route. And then the third one, obviously in Canton, the best example would be the Hall of Fame festivities.
Sure.
We picked up over 8,000 pounds of food during Hall of Fame this summer. So those are folks that will have food. It's usually an annual event. They can give us a huge notice so that we can get the volunteer team ready to support those efforts. But we don't say no very often. I think the only hurdle that we have is if it's a restaurant or a location that's outside of our service area, not necessarily Stark County, but a little bit off the beaten path. We don't say no. We just try to pair them with an agency or hot meal program or shelter to pick up that food directly.
Perfect. We've said volunteers a lot of times. How does a person become one? And then what would be the requirements? Just to be ready to go and pick up food and bring it to you? What do we do?
I love that you brought up my volunteers. We have a joke at the office. They call me the boss lady. And little do they know that they're the boss of me, because this program could not run without them. So we have about 16 dedicated volunteers. What we like to see is 2 volunteers go out in a team each day. So my Monday volunteers are the same Monday each week. year over year, so that our folks that donate the food are used to seeing them. They know them. It decreases liability and any risk. And it's important. You're going into someone's home to collect food. So that's important.
Right.
Of course, then we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then weekend volunteers. We do have some subs that help when people are on vacation or if there's any health issues, that type of thing. But it really, it does not require a CDL to drive the vehicle. I think the hardest position to fill is the driver role, but we have a buddy role too. That person just simply fills out the paperwork and the pounds. They drive around with the driver. They usually start around 7 in the morning and get done around 2 p.m. at the latest.
Wow.
And being able to lift, I should say that's a big requirement.
Sure.
They're collecting about 2,500 to 3,000 pounds a day. So
And what a good service they are providing. How do they contact you to sign up to do this?
I would love for them just to call me at the Community Harvest office.
Perfect.
Our number is 330-493-0800.
Say that one more time, please.
330-493-0800.
Perfect. All right. That's to volunteer. We're visiting with Faith Barbado from Community Harvest and the Akron-Canton Regional Food Bank. We will be back after these words. You're listening to Our Community.